So there is one more thing that I do want to talk about actually, and that would be cords of attachment and how to release cords of attachment, especially when those cords are coming from other people into you, and also how those cords can impact us or affect us. So there's varying degrees of cords, different types of cords, but we all have some kind of a cord hooking us up to the matrix that plugs in like right here, and it's pretty high tech. So you can go ahead and ask the blue avians to remove that for you if you want. I know we do that in the sonic elevator or the grounding meditation, I can't remember now, but yeah. So the other types of cords we have, everyone has a silver cord that goes from your belly button to your astral body. And the reason why we have that is because there is no separation. We are always connected, and our astral body pretty much every nightly, unless you have a different arrangement, will fly out of your body to go travel the multiverse. And that silver cord ensures that you and your astral body remain connected, and that's also why your astral body can never get lost, even though it's really intelligent, it knows how to get home. We also, a lot of us have a similar silver cord that goes to our mother. It's kind of like an etheric umbilical cord, and I am gonna move on now to just random cords we pick up in public. So you're just walking along at the beach, having a nice day. People are looking at you thinking, you know, whatever thoughts they think, like, oh wow, they have a beautiful smile. And then boom, they send a cord into your heart, from their heart to your heart, okay? Maybe you're walking over top of a place that people were laying down on the grass, and then your feet pick up on an energy and boom, a cord drops out. Maybe somebody's walking down the street thinking like, hey, that person looks really fat or something. I don't know, just making random things up. So then there's gonna be another cord that's coming to you. And also sometimes when these cords connect to us, they leave these like impressions or tags. So it's really important that we remove these cords of attachment, because we don't need those energies, and they're not really our energy, so it's not allowing us to be in our own energy. And there's a couple of really good ways to release cords from other people. One, you can call on Archangel Michael with his big blue sword to come and cut all these cords, but I've also been hearing from some sources that that is not the best method, because then there's like still little pieces of cords after they've been cut stuck in you. So the best way is to just like scan your body with your hands, notice where you feel a cord, and then you can just grab onto that cord and remove it, and then you just dissolve it with love and send it back, send the energy back. That's a little high tech and also time consuming, so I'm gonna say you could also call on the blue avians or your guides and angels to do something like that for you. The blue avians also will pull on your central cord. So everybody has that central cord that goes up through their chakra column, and it goes into the earth. That makes your grounding cord. They can just give that like a little tug, and then all the cords will fall off, and they'll just go on out into space, into the cosmic dust, wherever they go. So right now the guides are saying any energy that we have absorbed from other people, especially you empaths. This is the part where you guys should listen. So a lot of empathic people, or just spiritual people, compassionate people, will start to absorb energy from other people, typically loved ones, or when they're out in public. If you're absorbing energy from loved ones with the hopes that you are going to be able to transmute that energy for them, that it's too much for them, putting yourself in that hero complex, you're probably most likely never going to be able to do that, and it's just going to clog up your energy system. So right now, anyone who's holding on to any energy that is not your own, we want to send that back to the sender. And I want to say that that's going to include energy we've picked up in relationships through sexual exchanges or heart-based exchanges. Either way, it's not good to hold on to anybody's energy that isn't our own. So really just draining out that empathic sponge that we've all got, that all empaths have. Is everybody an empath? I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so let me just reframe where I was there. So yeah, the empathic energy that we've absorbed from, out in public. So when you're out in public and you're an empath, you may or may not know this, but your aura can go anywhere from like 3 feet to like 10 feet. Your heart space can be like here, or it can be like 50 feet out. And especially if you live somewhere densely populated like I do, there's people everywhere. So when your aura and their aura connect, you can actually absorb a lot of energy from them. You can also absorb energy from places like, I don't know, if you go to the pyramids and put your hands on there, you can absorb energy from the pyramids, okay? You could absorb energy from going and sitting inside of a McDonald's, which I don't really recommend to anyone because it's gonna be a pretty low frequency in there. Yeah. So if you're an empath and you go out in public, like I'm sure everybody does, unless you have agoraphobia, which if you do, we're gonna bring through some healing for that right now. You probably didn't know that it's a really good practice to bring your aura in so that it's kind of just touching your body before you go out in public, so that you're not like absorbing the sad guy walking down the street sadness. So we're going to be sending back all the energy we've collected from bumping auras with each other. All of the energy we've absorbed from thinking, oh, that person looks really sad, I feel bad for them, or whatever. Yeah. And just feeling our energy shift and change from that. So, is there anything else that you guides want to throw into that, add into that? I don't know. They're saying yes, okay. They're saying, I know all this energy stuff can sound strange and that you're probably thinking, what in the world does this all have to do with developing intuition or boosting our intuition? But really it's training. And they're saying this could be a lot for anyone to take on, but it's about developing a practice of connecting with yourself, connecting with the guides, connecting with the universe, connecting with source, connecting with all that is. And it's really allowing you to come out of that victim separation energy that everybody on earth is holding a template and a paradigm for, and allows you to become the witness or the observer. And when you move into that witness observer spot is when you can really get into the flow state and start creating your reality. You become the creator, or you become the healer, or you become whatever it is that you are destined to become. And if you are somebody who is looking to embody your soul's mission, your soul's purpose in this lifetime, I can assure you getting into the flow state, getting into presence, getting into your intuition, getting into communicating back and forth with the guides, with the divine, is going to be the number one way to get there. Okay? So right now we're gonna bring through some energetic activations for that back and forth communication. And later on today, I'm gonna be posting a video about actually some intuition development exercises. So I hope you enjoyed this video and my rant. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so that you can stay tuned to this 30-day challenge for developing your intuition. All right, love you. That's my heart. Bye-bye. All right, I am back with some intuitive development strategies and tips for my star fam, soul fam, tribe, And so first we're going to be diving into how to receive yes or no answers. And I'd say that's pretty much the basics of intuitive development, is like starting to perceive how you feel, know, taste, smell, hear, energy through your body, how you can use your body and other various objects in your reality as like a conduit for information, and how you yourself are a conduit for information. And if you're having any doubts right now, I can assure you that everybody is capable and possesses some kind of intuitive abilities, and it's all about how you can activate them and start to see through the cosmic fabric, the veil, whatever you want to call it, start to see through the cracks in your reality. So the first and the easiest, in my opinion, is going to be just asking your body right now. So just connecting with your body, taking in a breath, opening up your heart, and just knowing that you're grounded. You're gonna ask your body, what does a yes feel like? So for me, it's like a rising, tingling energy that goes like this. That's a yes. Okay, thank you. What does a no feel like? So a no feels like tightening and pulling down. Okay, those are very, very different energies. So it's really easy to tap into those feelings, and we're also going to do some clearing, healing of the heart-mind connection, the gut connection, because the gut is another mind. So they're also saying butterflies in your tummy. It's another form of feeling with your body. All right, so the next way we're going to discuss is just using your body as a pendulum. So I'm going to ask my body, can you show me a yes? My body is going to start leaning to the left. Some of you, it might be different. You might lean forward. Yep. Okay. Body, can you show me a no? Okay, so I'm going to automatically start leaning to the right. And if you're asking your body to show you a yes or a no, and you're not noticing anything, you can ask your body to intensify the response or make the response very clear to you. You can also ask your body, for a yes, can you lean forwards? For a no, can you pull backwards? You can install those programs in yourself. You could also say like, body, every time it's a yes, I want you to like tap me on the shoulder or something stupid like that, and just play with it, have fun, and see where it takes you. So there's that. Another thing that you can do to get clear yes or no answers, what's coming to mind right now is tarot cards. So if you know how to use tarot cards, you could ask them yes or no questions and then get the very in-depth information and answers. Another thing they're showing me is throwing old bones, and then if the bones curve like to the left, it's a yes. If they curve this way, it's a no. And then there's like maybe. I'm sure that probably like 0% to 1% of us have old bones kicking around that we can throw and ask for answers. But you can also pour wax, they're saying, from a candle. Light the candle, ask a candle a question, pour the wax, look at it, and see what it says to you. And you'll be really surprised and amazed at the results of that. I can guarantee you. I guarantee it. Another thing you can do is to use an actual pendulum, or if you don't have one, you can use a necklace. I think necklaces make great pendulums because they are carrying our energy, holding our energy. Another thing you could do is use dowsing rods, okay, all in the same category as even using your body as a pendulum. So I will show you how this is done. Here we have my necklace. I'm just gonna say, hey necklace, can you show me a clear yes? I'm gonna pull it up so you can see. As you can see, my necklace is spinning in a circle, clockwise. Now it's going back and forth. What does that mean? Maybe? Or it's just resetting itself. Pendulum, if going back and forth is you resetting yourself, can you give me a yes? It says no. That's the opposite direction of yes, would be a no. Is that right, pendulum? What is back and forth? Okay, hold on. Is back and forth unsure answer? Oh, okay. So the pendulum says going forwards is another sign of yes. So when the pendulum is swinging forwards. So what would a no look like in this manner, pendulum? Going to the left. Okay, that's really helpful. Thank you. So can you show me a clear yes? And can you show me a clear no? Okay, so thank you. For me, I usually would just tell my pendulum to do a clockwise circle for yes and to do a counterclockwise circle for no, but everyone is going to be wired differently, programmed differently, and everyone's pendulum is going to carry a different energy or a different program or a different pattern. So just tune in, tap in, see what happens, and those are some ways that you can start to get really clear, basic yes or no answers from just things that you're gonna have around your house, aka yourself, and maybe a pendulum or a necklace. If you don't have a pendulum or a necklace, you could even just put like a paper clip on a piece of string and it would work. You could put a piece of crystal and like a lock of your hair. I don't know, that sounds creepy, but that's just what came into my mind. So another thing we're going to talk about right now is how to start developing that communication back and forth, getting into those deeper questions or the actual conversational rules. And a really good way to do this or to start practicing this is to speak to plants and crystals. The guides are also saying right now, a lot of you are going to have this like absolute utter disbelief and not be able to trust at all. And that's going to be like your mind trying to trick you into not believing in the information and the guidance you're receiving. It's just trying to keep you safe. So what are we going to do when that happens? We are going to push through and persevere. So let's try and get rid of any patterns or programs right now that are preventing us from using our intuition, that are preventing us from creating these back and forth conversations, connections, guidance, divine guidance, flow, bringing it into flow, bringing it into balance, harmony, and ease. They're also saying right now, this plant beside me is saying, a lot of people, when you ask your body to tell you what does a yes feel like, if you're not feeling something, you could be totally smelling something, you could be tasting something. Just trust whatever comes through is right for you in that moment. You could literally just hear a yes or a no. You could hear like a me or like a pss sound. So just whatever comes through, it's right for you in that moment, okay? Okay, so that brings us to our next thing that most people have around the house, I'd say, is a little plant. I love plants. I have lots of them. It smells very basil-y. So one thing you can do to start having those two-way conversations This plant's saying hi right now. You can kind of see it's like spirit energy. I don't know if you can, but I can. So you can start to say like, hey plant, how's it going today? And you might be able to get actual words in your head and go, holy, that's crazy. Or you might just feel like love and feel good. If you're not getting anything, no smells, no tastes, no feelings, no nudges, no nothing, open up your heart and ground into your body and send that plant some love and start an open connection. Okay? Because plants are really, they love to receive love and they love to talk to people. Every time I talk to a plant, they will be like, oh my God, you can see me? Or like, I don't know, they say the funniest things. When I go to like Home Depot, the plant store, if you don't have that in your country, often plants will be like, oh, me, pick me, I want to come home with you, and like stuff like that. Or like different varieties of flowers will be like, oh, we're supposed to be friends, and they'll start up conversations with me because plants can like tell that I can talk to plants. Plants talk a lot. They're really good to practice with. Another thing that a lot of people have is just a crystal. You can have a full-on conversation with a crystal. A crystal is like an entire soul inside of a rock, okay? It has consciousness, so therefore it can chat just like a plant has a soul. You could also try telepathically communicating with your dog, your cat. Cats will really tell you what's up. They've got attitude. You could try it with a deceased loved one. You could try it with a baby inside of your tummy, or one that can't physically speak yet, that's just been born. You can try it with your angels, you can try it with your guides, you can try it with anything, ascended masters, goddesses, gods. A lot of times the key to receiving that information, or those intuitive taste, smell, feelings, anything, colors, like, you'll be amazed at what you can bring through. But if you want to talk to a crystal, basically just hold that crystal, look, stare at it and say like, hey, do you want to make a partnership with me? And then the crystal might be like, I don't know, or they might say yes, or they might ask you to be friends. So this crystal is saying yes. Also, it's sending that yes through my body, so I can feel it and I can like know that that's what the crystal is saying. So I didn't actually get like a yes in my mind from this crystal, and I'm gonna ask it, how is it doing? It says, I'm well, thank you. And I'm gonna ask this crystal, does it need to be cleansed? No, it's pretty good. It gets cleansed regularly, it says. So now it's moved on to just a knowing, or it's actually just speaking through me. And I'm gonna ask this crystal, is there any other crystals in my collection that it would like to partner with in order to help me change my vibration or jump realities? It's pretty excited. Really? So it's showing me like a pink crystal that I know is in my kitchen right now, and now that pink crystal in my kitchen is like lighting up so that I can kind of know which one it is. I want to call it rhodochrosite, but it's not, because it's got something else in it. But now all the crystals in my kitchen are kind of like telling me what kind of crystals they are. So that's just an example of how you can start to open up two-way communication easily with something that you have in your home, or something that is gonna cost you like a few dollars at the store, and how to start getting yes or no answers. It's also a really good idea to set some intentions and to just practice and have fun with it. So some of the intentions you could set are like, I'm open to receiving two-way communication with otherworldly beings. I'm open to receiving energy. I am open to my intuition, and I move myself aside for that flow of information. I am grounded. I am intuitive. You can really have fun with it. The guides are just saying they're gonna send everybody an intention right now. So just, I saw 15 and 15 on the timer. I saw that earlier today too, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, they just said they were gonna sorry. The guides were just saying like, oh, we're gonna send everybody an intention or a message right now. And then I saw 1515 and it was like, boom, synchronicity just like flashed in my face from earlier. So a lot of times the guides and the angels will also communicate through synchronicities or numbers. A synchronicity could be as something as simple as like, example, you were reading a storybook to a toddler with a frog in it, and then you see a frog on TV. Synchronicity. It could be also something like a super synchronicity, so you're like reading the word train and a train blows its whistle, so it's like double trains. Okay, you could be walking past an excavator and your kid starts singing a song about an excavator. Those are examples of super synchronicities. So I think it would be really cool if everybody could put a comment in there like, oh, here's a synchronicity I received, or an intuitive hit, or this is what a yes feels like for me. I'm just gonna put the intention that everybody who watches this video puts in a comment of what they received. So yeah, that's it for now.